So, welcome, ladies. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm a little
Doing
sweaty.
Yeah?
good, doing good.
How about you, Carmen?
I'm a little sweaty.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. Good. I'm outside, so I'm good.
Oh, that's so nice. And you,
Oh,
Crystal, how are you doing?
freaking-
Ay, ay.
She's all fake.
Oh, I'm doing good.
Oh, that is so nice. Lovely to hear that.
Cool, me?
You. Oh, that's so nice. And you, Crystal?
That's wonderful,
And by the
Carmen.
way,
Shut up.
it's been a good week.
Anyways, guess what? I have an announcement to make.
What?
I'm going to go into
What is
real
it?
estate.
Shut up.
Do I
Oh,
not
yeah,
look like I can sell a
congratulations.
house? Do I not look like I can sell
I'll
someone
buy
a
it. I'll take
house?
Yes, you do.
So yeah, I'm gonna get into real estate. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting
Tell me
into
one, yeah?
doing it online like now or like after this year, then go to class, like actual class. So it's
I
gonna be
start-
fun.
I start. Congratulations.
It is.
I'm
I'm
really
host.
excited to hear it.
I know.
I actually start on October the 5th
For what?
for real estate.
Oh, woo! I want
No
houses.
way. Congrats. Oh my
Yeah.
God. We're sisters for reals.
We are. It's
We
crazy.
are. Oh my
Because-
God.
Ray has been pushing me so hard, like, come on, do it. So I finally went to go register, and I start October the 5th. So there's Zoom classes from 6 to 10, Monday through Thursday.
That's what
good.
they told me.
Hey,
They
maybe
told
you
me-
can sell me my first house.
Hey, wait for me.
Dude.
Wait for
I'm
me. I should
serious,
be
I'm
done by
looking.
December.
No, for
I
real.
will.
Crystal has been
I
looking
will.
to get a house. She's working on her credit and all that,
Yeah.
so she
That's
can get a
awesome.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I should be done by the time you're done. Yay!
Oh my
Telling you
God.
about-
Oh my
So
God.
any
And
of you
I-
guys watching, if you're in the area of El Paso, if you're in San Antonio, give us a call. We'll leave all our info down there.
All these beautiful ladies.
We're not licensed yet, but we will be. Okay.
we will be. Yes, we
It
will
won't
be.
take us that long, believe me. So
That's
that's
good.
awesome. That's insane. I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I
That's
didn't tell anybody. I
crazy.
wasn't going to tell anyone until I finished. But then I'm like, I don't want her to think like, oh, this bitch just kind of went and started.
Yeah, she
After I
just
mentioned
started.
it.
Yeah.
After she knew I was gonna
Yeah.
do it.
No, yeah, and it's crazy, yeah, because we've been talking about it, and it's a really good business, and now it's even better, So hey, if you have the time, you've got the personality, why not? You know what I mean?
I
So
think you
do
did
it.
great.
That's
You too.
I think you
I
would do
really will.
amazing. And they
Hey,
told
you never
me
know. Maybe
Yeah.
later on we have our own, agency.
brokers.
So-
Yeah, we're gonna be brokers, and then we have our own like brokerage
that'd be
or
cool.
realtor thing. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that would be amazing.
one
That
in San
will be-
Antonio,
would
one
be
office
good.
in San Antonio, and the other office
Like I
here.
would run the one in San Antonio, you run the one in El Paso. Oh,
We'll have
shit.
Yeah.
several agencies all over Texas.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
And then
just
me
don't
and
have
Carmen will be like this. I see.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Side by side.
like this, like the
That's so cute.
Right? Fuck yeah. So
That's
that's fucking
sexy.
awesome. That's a surprise. I didn't see that coming. That's cool. So
I'm full of surprises.
you are.
I'm
You
kidding.
are.
Ooh.
I'm surprised you're even here. When she told me, are you guys going to do another one? Can I be a part? I'm like, you want to come back?
Like,
What?
You have proved that you fight well. Now you can join us.
Keep cut these twins. Wake up, check your phone. Ignore the alarm, you're still alone. Wake up, rewind the night. Who are you? But also kind of who am I? Wake up, check your phone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Effin' Adulting. I am your host, Lorena Garcia, joined, as always, by my best friend, Crystal. And in today's episode, we have a really awesome guest, my sister again, once again. She is here with us, joining us. And a round of applause for her. for coming back, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Thank you for
she
coming back,
would-
Carmen.
I don't know
Thank
why
you
she
for
would want to
having
come
me.
back to us, but she did. Thank you.
Hey, I'm
She
quarantined.
loves us.
What
She's
else can I do?
quarantined.
Oh,
I'm
ouch.
just kidding. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It was a demand of the people. I'm sorry,
Of
guys.
course it was. Did you see that? They
Yeah,
loved her. They
it
loved her.
was.
Yes. So obviously we
I
had
loved
to.
you.
Obviously we had to have her back. So, anyways, in today's episode, can you guess what number this episode is?
10.
17. This is the
17.
17th.
No way.
The 17th episode.
I was gonna say
Wow.
12.
Insane, right? The 17th episode. And we're
Yeah.
going to be talking about growing up Mexican. Yes, we're Mexican. If you didn't know that.
Not me.
In case
you
had
didn't
a
know
doubt.
that.
In case you had a doubt.
This is a Mexican face right here. So growing up Mexican with Mexican mothers and, all that good stuff, all that, chancla, el pinche pinto and all that. So how they, yes, throwback discipline, how they used to discipline us back in the day and how traumatized we are now.
And the reason we're here today.
And the reason I have this podcast. Anyway, so welcome, girls. So, what do you guys have to say about how traumatized you are? Just say it out. Say it just so everybody can hear you.
I'm still
How
traumatized.
traumatized
Girl,
are you guys?
still scared of my mom. My mom
Dude,
scares me
and then
still.
you still live there with your mom. So fuck. You're
Yeah.
even more
Yeah.
traumatized.
I am. I'm over here in my room hiding all the time. Nah, I'm just
In the
playing. She's
corner,
cool.
I see. I know.
You're not free. You're not free.
For Tinkerbell. For Tinkerbell.
Ella es la que está tomando.
Yeah, look at the- Anyways, I'm gonna be showing you guys some images. Okay. And then you
Ooh,
guys
images.
tell me what comes to your mind. The first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
So we both answer at the same
All
time?
right.
Yes. Okay.
So
Sábado Gigante.
Sábado
Hello,
Gigante.
fiance.
So what do you think?
Woo!
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see that?
Girls.
Saturdays.
Girl.
Girls.
Saturdays. El Chacal.
El
El
Chacal.
Chacal.
Yeah.
Sáquenlo. Para afuera.
Fuera.
I remember just watching it with my aunt. Just Saturdays. Saturdays, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only Sábado Gigante.
Hence Sábado Gigante. You
No,
know.
it's usually Mondays.
Yeah, I think it comes out on Mondays.
They record Saturday. Yeah, just like
Right? So yeah, I remember watching it with my aunt and my uncles over there in Juarez. It was so much fun. Okay,
I watch
so
it with my grandparents.
yeah.
My mom didn't like it, but my grandparents were
Your mom
always
didn't like
watching.
it?
Nah.
Why? It was so much
don't know.
fun.
I
I don't know.
remember
Go ahead.
I remember being 6 years old and sitting I would sit in Junior's car seat
Yeah.
in front of the TV watching. I don't know why I liked sitting on his car seat. Like, I don't know, it was just comfortable to me or something. But I would sit right in front of the TV. My parents would get pissed off because I was always in front of the TV, like literally right here. And
Eso servisca.
yeah, y así te vas a quedar, todavía. Oh yeah. Y I remember that we would watch it and my mom would be sitting on the sofa and I would be just sitting there. This was 32 years ago.
Oh my God.
I know.
But I
Any of
always
you don't have to do the math, don't do it.
they're like carry the one. She's 23.
Yes.
She's 23, guys.
No,
I remember he was such a pervert. I don't know. I always thought he was such a pervert.
he was,
But he
dude.
could be. He had
Huh?
this show for years. He could be. He had this show for years.
He did. He did have the show.
I want a show now.
Yeah. We'll have really hot girls for you,
That's
Crystal.
crazy.
Okay, so here's another one.
Gigante.
Here's another picture.
Oh my God.
De
yes.
calcetines
Oh
con
my God.
little ruffles.
You know,
I had a
my
lot
mom-
of those.
My mom never liked them, so she never put them on either one of us. Like, she never liked them. She was like,
Yeah.
we would wear stockings. Like, we would wear, like, yeah. And I remember having stockings with, like, little hearts, white with, like, pink hearts.
No. You know
And,
what?
like,
I don't remember a lot of my young, like when I was young, like that small, you know, too.
Uh-huh.
Like
Well, because you were
anything.
never,
I hated
you were
those
never that small.
Do I have to put another little drum roll? Boom, boom, boom. For you?
Yeah, you should.
Boom,
You should.
boom.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
let's move on to La Niña de la
Pedro.
Mochila Azul.
Pedro Fernández, Pedrito
Never saw it.
Fernández.
I
La
never
de la
saw it.
La de la mochila azul. La de ojitos dormilón. You don't remember that?
It is
No,
so
you never
good.
saw it?
No,
It was like,
never
you know
saw
what?
it.
It reminds me of My Girl for you white people, Crystal. My Girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It kind of reminds me of that little puppy love.
Maybe I saw it, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So my
gonna watch it
favorite
right
actor or my favorite movies were with Pedro Infante.
Oh, las mías eran con
Capulina.
Capulina. Oh my God.
Capulina, yeah, I
Capulina
watched that.
¿Cómo se llama el otro?
Viruta.
Viruta y Capulina.
Viruta,
But
yeah.
like I remember, and this is gonna be funny. I remember there was a time when I was super young, and I used to be so into los Mario Almada brothers, los hermanos Almada.
No.
Oh,
my
well, look at
God.
Google it. Google Crystal. Google that los hermanos Almada, and you're gonna laugh. I was small too. Now I used to love Ana Gabriel, which is
Yuri.
weird.
Huh?
I was fucking young. Ana Gabriel.
The what? I love her still.
Well, yeah, but like when you're like 5 or 4 or
Los
no,
Temerarios
5,
too,
6.
dude.
Los Temerarios.
Los Temerarios.
I love Los Temerarios,
Bronco.
yeah. Banda
Broncos.
machos.
Con
Tacatos.
zapatos de tacón.
Con
Las
tacatos.
niñas
Las
se
niñas
ven
se ven
mejor.
¿Qué? Con zapatos de piso. Yeah, I remember that because my aunt would put it on when we were
No,
cleaning.
my mom too.
And would put us to clean.
Yeah. That was like our thing. Like if we hear that, it was cleaning time, you know?
Yeah, dude, I'd be like, go to sleep, stay asleep.
Fuck no, my aunt would not let us go to sleep. She'd be like
Nah, she'll wake us
walking
up
in and
and
she'd be like, fucking, levántense y sáquenme todo lo del closet y go through everything and I'm going to throw shit away. I'm going to give shit away. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Y
my
no
mom
me
was
está
like,
nomás abajo de la cama.
yeah. My mom
Donde
was
vea
a
tu suegra.
cabrona. Así vas a tener tu casa. Ya te veo.
It was so fun though. It was fun, like dancing around and cleaning and shit, you know.
And my mom would put us to take pictures of her, remember?
Oh,
She would model. She would be like this.
oh, she has one like that, man. I wish I had that
Tómame una
photo.
foto.
I wish I had that picture.
I think
don't
she
know.
has it. She has it.
If I get a hold of it, I'm gonna put it. I'm just kidding.
You should put it. I want to see it.
Nah, she was hot. I mean, come on, she's still hot, but I'm saying like she was super young too. Huh?
Yeah.
She was our age. Or
No,
younger.
she was younger.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, she was like 20. I want to
29?
say she was like, wait a minute, hold on. She was 28.
Oh shit, she was young.
She was young.
Hmm.
I mean, when my parents got divorced, she was like, yeah, like 27, 28.
27.
Mhm.
Yeah, because when I got divorced, I was 27, and she told me, "Oh, we got this divorce at the same age." We're 27.
Oh, and then I got married the same day she got married.
Wow,
Yeah,
coincidence?
we got married on the same day. Well, not the same day,
Crazy.
but like the same, you
But
know,
yeah.
Same day?
not
No
the
way.
same.
What?
Huh?
Ooh, okay, let me show you this one.
Oh, see.
Remember
Ese-
this? Que era snakes and ladders?
No,
Yeah,
pero
but
¿qué eran
Spanish.
En español es que, pinches,
No, es
Las
el de
víboras.
las serpientes y algo, ¿no?
serpientes
Escaleras y
y
serpientes. I
escaleras.
don't know.
I don't know.
No, se llama otra cosa. No es eso.
Ladder.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I like playing that though.
Oh, I love playing it. It was fun. 'Cause
play
you're
it
like,
down the
fuck yeah, I'm gonna
mountain.
win y nada, brr, all the way down. And then you would get the long one that would take you all the way to like
All the
the
way.
first row. That would piss me off because
I
you're like
know.
all the way up here.
Yair loves that game.
Isn't that how life is though?
Yeah.
No.
Crazy.
No.
It's very symbolic of how life is. Sometimes you're up here and then boom, it throws you all the way down.
We gotta
And
start
then you
from the
gotta
bottom.
start all over again.
Here,
Yep.
kids, here's a life lesson for you.
Play play snakes
Don't
and
get too
ladders.
comfortable. Don't get too
Right?
comfortable.
Because look, okay, so El Chavo del Ocho.
Claro.
Oh my
yeah.
God, El Chavo del Ocho.
I love El Chavo.
I
I
love
like La
him.
Popis. Acúsalo con tu mamá.
Most of them are dead
love-
already, huh?
Huh?
Most of them are dead already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah,
all
they are.
sad.
That's fucked up. Now I'm sad.
Yeah. Anyways,
Wow, this was supposed to be fun.
I know. Thanks, Lorena. Just playing.
by the way, we're all gonna die.
Hopefully later.
Wow.
And then this one, caldo.
Caldo de res.
Caldo de
Caldo de
res.
res or what?
I remember that because they make it when it's fucking hot. It doesn't
But
matter
that's
if it's
what I
fucking
know.
summer, 100 degrees outside, and they'll fucking make caldo, and you're like, fuck yeah. I'll eat it.
My son loves it, dude.
We'll see.
It's so good. I still eat it. You guys know what the tuétanos are?
Oh my God.
Oh,
That
those are
is
good.
amazing.
It is. I be like,
Is
where's
it
that
like el
bone?
caldo, like the actual carne, you know?
Where the
En el
bone's at.
hueso, lo de adentro del hueso, the little
You
soft,
put it in a
buttery.
tortilla.
You never had it, Carmen?
¿Ese es el tuétano?
El tuétano es lo
Yeah,
del
those are
medio.
los cevitos.
It's, what is it called? What is it called?
El carrizo.
It's called tuétano. I don't know.
Tuétano.
It's so
Wow.
tuétano.
Oh my God, dude. In Mexico, they have this lady who, I forgot which corner she stands in or whatever. She sells fucking elotes con tuétano. Like, so elotes así, y dice que siempre tiene una lineota. So when we're in Mexico, we're all fucking trying to go, but she only goes there like a certain day and for certain hours because se le acaban así. Porque tienen tuétano, tiene el
Ay, qué
tuétano.
rico.
Es como en vaso, así, con todo, all the fixings and shit, but imagine with,
That sounds good.
fuck yeah, tuétano.
Now I'm
You know
hungry.
what it is, Carmen, right?
Sí, well, I mean, I know what that meat,
The
meat
marrow,
and then the bone.
the marrow, bone marrow.
Yeah, the marrow, yeah.
Oh, it's delicious. It's fucking like
It
buttery. You put it in a tortillita.
La tortita con sal.
Eee.
You guys are
Fucking
making me
good.
hungry now.
You know what?
I'm
They do
hungry
sell it
now.
in They have it in certain restaurants where they give you the bone and then it's the bone marrow in the middle.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
What?
just the bone itself. I'm pretty sure there's carnita around, but
Here,
did
you
you know?
filthy
Eso
animal.
es hueso.
Bueno, that's
Here
what
you
they
go.
did to me once. I
Here's a bone you asked for?
here's a
Is that
bone. Man.
because you're Mexican?
Yeah, I was like, throw me a bone, motherfucker.
Throw a bitch a bone.
Throw a bitch a bone, man. Yeah, so that was those pictures, which is very reminiscent to how we grew up, and you know, and obviously like the Vicks and Calito and
I
all those
love it.
images, the San Marco
What are
cover
they?
sheets. These, mira,
The one, the ones you would buy at la feria.
Oh, you look like one of these or what? What?
exactly, yes, like those. Pero las
They're
que
so
tienen,
comfortable.
que tienen el león y pinche el tigre, and then
El
vapor
que,
rub.
el que estaban en la feria y pásele, le vamos a dar. A usted se lleva la olla, se lleva la olla, le
Se
vamos
lleva
a
la-
dar.
¿Verdad? Oh my god, they were good salespeople though. They were
See?
good.
They were.
They were giving you good specials and shit. All right, so I read an article on NPR about the secret of La Chancla, and it's a video
Oh, God.
that's on YouTube. Se llama The Secret of the Chancla. So somebody wrote an article on it, and it's pretty much called La Chancla Flip-Flops as a Tool of Discipline. So it was a whole article on that. And I'm just going to read a little bit of it, which is just something that I found, which is in a study examining 20,000 kindergartners and their parents. Researchers found that 80% of Hispanic parents admitted to spanking their children. As for mothers being the disciplinarians of choice, research by Child Trends Data Bank found that Hispanics were the only group where more women than men felt that it was good hard spanking was sometimes necessary for kids. What do you feel about that? What do you think?
Yeah. Spanking.
So I guess Hispanics, like we're the disciplinarians, mothers. No, we're known to be the ones that are more disciplinarians, I guess. Or
More what?
yeah, that way we
I
take
feel
the-
like I don't know, that's good, no? I feel like it's needed sometimes.
I think that's why we're so much more respectful. And you can tell.
I'm very respectful.
You can tell from like
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like we take it more, we respect our elders more.
Well, yeah, because that's how you were raised. You were raised in, and I'm
That
sure
you
it's not
say-
just in the Mexican culture, but I think that the way we were raised, it was like you get somewhere, you say hello to everyone, you know,
Yeah.
and you speak to them by
Yeah.
Mr. Mrs., you know, like with respect. You don't talk to them like they're your friend. You
Say
have to have
Monday.
that respect. And I think that's what it was. And I feel like I personally, as a mom, I don't spank. I don't
Yeah.
spank my child. I discipline him and like taking away certain things from him, you know, stuff like that. But I don't think that our parents spanking us was a bad thing, because it comes down to the way they were raised and their grandparents were raised and then their grandparents, you know, it's a whole line of the way you know how to discipline. That's how you know how to discipline. That's how my parents and my mom were disciplined.
Yeah.
So like that's how they knew how to discipline us, you know. I'm not saying that there's extreme, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's where you go to the extreme, but
Well,
then there's
yeah.
others, but then there's others where you're like, you respect them because you respect them, period. Like
There's no other choice. You have no other
There's no
choice.
other choice.
Yeah, like, yeah, no. And that's the
True.
thing about growing up Mexican that they say something and you're fucking you think twice to like say anything like talking back.
Run.
Híjole, se te caen los dientes. Te tumban los dientes, like how they tell you. Pero sí, like you think twice. And sometimes I feel like it's a good thing, but sometimes I feel like it's a bad thing because like you want to say something. Like when they're in the wrong, you want to like be like, okay, well, tell them something. But since you were raised to not say anything, they're always going to be right. You're always going to be on the wrong if you say anything, you know? So I guess
that's you bring up a great point when you say you get raised to a point where you are told you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. Because
you're the parent.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like sometimes you're like, wait, you're not right, you know? Like no matter how you put it, you're wrong. But again, you don't have the liberty to do it. Yeah. And sometimes like I catch my little one, like he'll tell me straight up, like,
you're wrong.
But wait, like, you know, and I'm like, mira este cabrón. Like,
no, es que sí es cierto. Like,
mira este cabrón. Me
está le pongo sus chingazos. Y le pongo sus chingazos cuando hace eso. No, he knows not to do that shit.
I know, I'm just kidding now. No, but my mom, you know what? I don't think it's limited to the chancla. And I'm sure
dude. I have one. It's so funny. I saw a meme.
Like their weapon of choice.
Weapons. No, it was funny.
My mom had two. It was the belt and the chancla.
My mom had a lot of
Hispanic's mom arsenal. And then it has a chancla, it has a fucking stick, a wire, a fucking what is that? A hanger, a stick, like
dude, I used to
a branch
for real. La escoba.
I think just escoba. One time, dude. I don't even know if I should say this. I'm just kidding. One time my aunt and I were like arguing or whatever, and she fucking, you know how they don't think of what they're grabbing, you know? Don't. They just grab whatever's near them and they throw it. Well, she was in the kitchen and whatever was near her was a fucking knife and she threw it. And obviously the knife didn't hit me, but we both looked at each other like, did that just happen? And we were like, bruh. Because she had no fucking, like, you know how they just don't think. They just grab anything and they throw it. Well, she was cooking in the kitchen and she threw it and we both kind of looked at each other like, oh shit. That could have gone bad.
Like,
that could have gone really wrong. But it was funny. Thankfully. Thankfully it was funny.
Hey, but did you die?
Thankfully,
you die?
But did you die?
But did you die?
But did you die?
So yeah, basically that's the whole article on how we make fun of it now, you know? How some of us are traumatized, some of us are not. But you know what I mean? Like now it's like, now we poke fun of it, you know? So Lisa Fontes, PhD lecturer and author of Child Abuse and Culture, working with diverse families, sees the laughter as a sort of coping mechanism. She offered this via email. I think people from all groups joke around or joke about the punishments they've received because it is a way to cope with ambiguous feelings, trying to make sense of the love and loyalty they feel towards their parents today, and also the shame, fear, and humiliation they felt when they were young. So that's what she's saying.
I don't know.
Like we poke fun of it just to cope with.
I don't know. I feel like they're making it seem like it's more. They're making it sound like it was more of a torture, like, oh God, you know what I mean? But it wasn't. Like, of course, like I don't know. Like I got spanked, but it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal, but at the same time, you wouldn't spank your kid. You know what I mean?
I would.
You would
Well,
spank
I
your
mean,
kid?
yeah, I would if I had one.
If I had one.
But that's
I
probably
don't
why I
know.
don't. But I feel like some kids need discipline. Like, I'm sure if mine, like, I don't know, like, if they did something really bad, like, unos chingazos de volada.
I think Cállese, se va. Cállese, cabrón. I feel like there's a point where I think if I would start spanking my children, if I had any, there comes a point where it gets worse. You know what I mean? Like I don't have control of when I'm spanking them, because I remember growing up and having to take care of my little brothers and getting to the point where they would te sacaban de onda, like you were fed up with them and you would go and kick their ass. And there was a point, there was a point when you're spanking them or like yelling at them and spanking them and you don't control yourself. You have no control. And I remember saying to myself, like, fuck, I'm not going to do that shit again, because there's a point where you just kind of lose control. And you know what I mean? And I feel like if you start spanking your children, there's a point you cross that point where you lose control. You know what I mean?
I guess it depends on a person, because I was taking care of my nephew one time, and oh my God, dude, this little kid, like, he was jumping on the bed, and I kept telling him, like, not to be jumping on the bed. And I know he turned around and he slapped me in the face.
Oh.
And I was like, don't hit me in the face. And he started laughing and he fucking hit me harder, dude. Like, hard. And I was like, oh. Like, I was like, I'm going to spank this kid. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I just walked away, and I told my cousin, you know what? Keep an eye on him, because I want to beat the shit out of this kid. You know what I mean? Like, but, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but he hit me hard, dude, and I wanted to hit him so bad. But
She's
you know
like,
what I mean? Like, I didn't do
keep
it.
an eye on this kid, because I'm about to beat the shit out
I'm
of him.
gonna fuck him up.
I'm gonna fuck him. I would be like, hold him for me. I'm gonna get him from the arms, and I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of him.
Dude, I swear.
No, and see, those are the things. Like, I think that you don't have to get to that point. Like, there was no way that we would, like, ever do that to anybody, because they would definitely be like, what the hell? Like, why would you do that? And they would beat the shit out of us. Like, you don't do that. Like, you just don't. So,
oh, hell no. Like, fucking hit someone in the face like that, even like it. No.
I mean, each other, we would fight.
Yeah, well, because we're siblings, right? But like to hit an uncle in the face.
Oh, no
Fuck
way.
no,
An
dude.
adult.
There is no way. No, even now.
Dude, I was so mad. If he was my child, I would have spanked him. I would have spanked him and be like, that's
what I'm saying. If it would have been my child, I would have probably spanked the fucking.
I think there's things like, for example, if my child would spit on anybody, I would sure as hell smack them in the mouth. I would sure as hell do that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that. And I think just discipline them, like, immediately, where it's like, hey, you don't do that. Like, sometimes they say words that they feel like are, I think nowadays it's more like the word call, like the name calling and stuff like that. But like, I immediately stop that. Like, I hear it and I'm like, oh no, you don't do that. That's not allowed. Like, that's not, if you don't like to be called that, then you don't call that to anyone else. You got to be respectful, right? And I feel like they're going to play around in their kids, you know what I mean? And they're going to come across where they're going to get into arguments with their friends or whatever the case may be. But it's always making sure that, hey, I'm drawing this line, you don't cross it. We love to play around with Yair. We love it. Like, we joke around with him, but then it gets to a level where he wants to push it further, and he wants to push it further, and he does. And then that's when, like, he does that a lot of the times with Ray, my husband. He's like, he pushes it to the level where he turns around and he's like, no, dude, I'm your dad. We can joke around all you want, but I'm your dad. so you don't say those type of things. And that's it. And he just kind of like stays sitting like, okay, oh shit, I said something wrong, you know? Like we immediately make it known, because I think it's super important for him to understand that no matter how far a person lets you get, like you don't have to get to that level. You have to always know that you have to be respectful, you know, and that's the thing. But I sure as hell, like little actions like that, like spitting on someone, I think is super disrespectful. Like I would not, like, I think even as a grown-up, I think I would probably be like, which is wrong maybe, I'd probably go up to that person and push them and be like, what the hell are you doing? Like that's so big. And I say that because we've seen it like in soccer
like
games.
if someone what do you mean?
Like spitting on someone. Like that's disgusting.
Hell no. I think it's so disrespectful.
Remember we were talking about that, Crystal?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Carmen? I don't.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's another episode that we were doing. It was hilarious.
You guys are stupid.
You have to watch it. It's funny. Anyways.
You guys are disgusting. No, but anyway.
Hey, what me? What?
No, I know.
Are disgusting.
No, but I think I mean, honestly, I feel like it's funny. It is funny, you know. It's funny now because we're grown-ups, but I think we're the way we are because of the way we were brought up. Like, you got to be respectful, and you got to know that, hey, you live in a society where if you disrespect someone, you don't know how that other person's gonna act. So if your parents didn't beat the shit out of you then, somebody else is gonna beat the shit out of you now. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
No, yeah. And even then, like you think about it, you're like, okay, whatever, however we were disciplined, like have it be with a chancla, with a fucking anything, you know, because you knew anything went down, like they would throw anything, you know. So chancla, the belt, whatever. Nowadays, it's really hard to discipline the same as it used to.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not going to go down the same way because now it's like everything is so, everybody gets offended by everything.
Now you go to jail for
You
that.
can go to jail. So it's like half the things that our parents did, they would probably have gone to jail. You know what I mean? But
dude.
You wouldn't get away with that shit now. And especially because kids nowadays grow up so fast. And they know shit. And they're like,
think about it.
One time, Lorena. One time my brother, I think my mom was spanking him. And he told her, le voy a hablar a la policía. Oh my God. That set my mom up. Was beyond furious. And she called the cops. And they came. And then, but they didn't do anything. They're like, you know what I mean? Like, you're being bad. So, yeah, you know, so back then it was okay. But if it would have happened now, it probably would have been like, bam, you're going to jail.
And it's funny because, like, you'd be like, le voy a hablar a la policía. El señor es de la policía, te va a llevar. Or my aunt would be like, te voy a tirar a la basura. Y luego estaba Eduardo. A la basura, no. A la basura. Si te va a llevar con el señor de la basura, te va a llevar.
It's funny.
So, like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to get away with that shit now.
No, you would. No.
At all.
No.
So, yeah, basically that article was about that, you know, like, they made it seem more, like how you were saying, more like, oh my God, you know, we're coping with all these emotions, and oh my God, we're left with all these scars and emotional scars and shit like that. And it's true, yeah. Sometimes you're like, fuck, you know. But I mean, I feel like it just made us stronger, you know.
You know,
It just,
I think
like,
I think it's a lot more hurtful when it's when they say words that are really gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? I think that's a lot more because you take that.
Yeah.
You know, like when you get spanked, it's because you did something wrong and you know you did something wrong. They spank you, and then it's like my mom would always spank us, and then like later she would be like, ¿Estás bien? Like she felt guilt. You know, like she would feel guilty, you know, and then, you know, but she would get pissed off when we would cry. Remember? She used to.
Okay, so we're talking about cuáles son las frases típicas de una madre mexicana. Dime una, Carmen. Tú que eres una mamá mexicana. Porque nosotros
Ya
dos
vente
no
a comer
somos.
que se te va a enfriar, cabrón.
Oh.
Aquí no es hotel, ¿o cómo dicen?
Aquí no es
Aquí no es
restaurante.
restaurante. La que
Oh,
decía
should
mamá.
be like, no estés dejando tus mindongos when we be eating and leave like some of the food there.
Your mindongos.
We'd be like, what?
Dice, porque soy tu madre y punto.
Yes.
O sea, que si tus amigos se tiran de un puente, tú también. ¿Qué crees que nací ayer?
¿Qué crees? ¿Que me chupo el dedo?
Y si,
Yeah.
y si lo encuentro, ¿qué te hago? Y si lo encuentro, ¿qué te hago?
Yes, for reals.
Era, dice, eso no, ese crees que me chupo el dedo. Te voy a lavar la boca con jabón. ¿Que no tienes casa? ¿Qué te mandas solo? Ya tendrás tus hijos. No me volteen los ojos. No me chupen los dientes.
Oh, yeah.
I said that to a friend of mine once. We were working and we were just saying like back and forth like that. And she's like, ¿qué? They never said that to me. What the fuck does that mean? I'm like this. Like when you do that, you know?
Like,
My parents used to
yeah.
hate it. Oh,
No me
they
estoy chupando los dientes. Te los voy a te los voy a quitar. A ver. ¿Me estás avisando o me estás pidiendo permiso? Mientras
ti qué?
viva. ¿Manda?
No, iba a decir,
¿Y con permiso de quién? ¿A dónde vas o qué?
Ya sé. Mientras vivas en esta casa, haces lo que yo te diga.
Yeah, all the time.
¿Te acuerdas, mi tía? Que
y se
decía,
chingó.
pero hay un Dios que todo lo mira. I love that one.
Cuando me muera.
Cuando
Yeah, that's what I was telling
vas
Lorena
a
already.
pagar con ¿cómo dice?
I never heard that one before.
Cría cuervos y te sacarán los ojos. That's it's mainly saying like you're raising little fuckers and they're gonna
Poke
be
your
the
eyes
end of
out.
you. They're gonna be the end of you. Me tienes con el Jesús en la boca.
Yeah.
Ahorita que lleguemos a la casa vas a ver. Me
Oh,
vas a
dude, I was so scared of that shit, man. You knew you were gonna get it.
Especially when you were out and about and they were like super nice and then you just feel that little pinch like, oh, you know, it's that evil pinch that they just
And you're like, oh, fuck.
pinch in
My
your
mom
ear.
would look at us ugly and she'd be like, vas a ver ahorita. And we knew we're in trouble already. And we were
Yeah.
scared.
I think that's what they have. They have that look that you're like, fuck.
I do
That's
too.
Yeah, you
it.
knew you were gonna get it.
Yeah.
As soon as you become a mom, it comes instantly.
You're giving birth and te sale el bebé y no, ¿verdad? ¿Qué tiene, señora? Oh, no, it's okay. It happens all the time. Is she Mexican? Is she Mexican? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's fine. All Mexican
normal.
women do that.
It's part of the process.
It's part of the process. They all have that. ¿Estoy pintada o qué? Estoy
Oh,
pintada en
yeah.
la pared. ¿Verdad?
Yep.
Tú me vas a matar de un coraje.
Yeah. It's just funny.
Oh, so yeah. I don't know. I think like Mexican moms are the best. I don't know. Well, obviously because
Sure.
that's all I've had, but I'm just saying like I don't know. That's all I've had. I have nothing else to compare it
That's
to.
all I had.
But I feel like I don't know, as a Mexican culture, we're more like loving, you know, we're more like
I see. We're talking about chingazos and we're loving.
they love us.
Or when they were like, ven acá, and you knew they were gonna spank you. Que vengas! No!
Well, we'll be like, en este cuadro, te quiero aquí en este cuadrito. And it would be like the little circle, the fucking thing.
Dude,
the
I
little
was
square.
19 and she would tell me that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like,
No.
shit, I don't want to stand there.
You're like,
Because
you know
I
what?
knew it.
I'm gonna stand to the left of that one.
You're
I'm
not
not
gonna tell me
standing
what to
on that one. I'm gonna stand the one to the left. Okay.
Just for that.
That's right. I make my own rules. You're not the boss of me. See, mommy.
See, Mama?
See, mommy. Okay, so I found 28 signs you grew up Mexican. Your childhood nickname was an insulting term of endearment. So, Carmelita, a Carmelita, ¿qué le decían? Carmelita.
Canela.
Carmelita, Canela. I remember I used to tell her that.
Canelita.
Flaca. Flaca que she was thin.
She
What I call
was
you
a
Canelita.
bitch.
Pues estás bien delgadita. A mí me decían comal. Digo, así bien bonito.
La Hershey's.
That's
Y
funny.
negrita la
La
Hershey's. La Hershey.
La Hershey's.
If they wanted to be nice, they'd be like, mi negrita, véngase para acá.
Sí.
La
Aw.
Hershey's. Yeah. ¿A ti qué te decían, Crystal?
No, I didn't have any nicknames. They would just call me Morena or Michelle. My mom calls me Michelle. That's not even my name, but she says she always wanted me to be a Michelle. When she was mad, she'd be like, Michelle! And I'd be like, what?
Ahí te hablan, güey. Ahí te hablan, güey. A mí no me hablan. Ahí te
You're not
hablan,
so
güey.
Michelle.
¿Quién sabe quién es?
But nothing
Um,
bad.
Oh, that's good. At least you got an actual name. Michelle.
Yeah. There you
No
go.
la pinche.
They used to call me Canela.
Canela.
And
Canelita.
Lorena, when we went to school together, we would ride the bus. And I didn't want to wait for her because it wasn't cool, to wait for your little brothers or sisters. So, like, she followed me around all the freaking time. And
I like
she
to
always-
dress like her too. I
and she
wanna
wanted to
like her.
dress just like me. So, like, my mom would take us shopping and she would buy us
Aw.
the same freaking outfit, but a different color.
You see,
So-
we're even gonna become realtors.
I know. It's
Igual. How did I know? Fucking psycho.
crazy. Yeah.
No.
Oh, God.
No, but
Lo
it was
siento.
crazy because so we would get off the bus
Espérame,
and Lorena would be yelling, Canela, Canela, espérame.
Canela.
And I would just like
Canela.
ignore her.
She would ignore me. And I'd be,
Ignore like,
mi tía me dijo que me esperaras, Canela.
Canela, mi tía me
And she
dijo
would be
que-
like, trying to be all cool. And yo, Canela, espérame, Canela.
Aw, Carmen.
How rude, huh?
That's mean.
Oh.
You're mean, Carmen.
No, she was just annoying.
I was younger than you.
I can see it. Not just me.
Bruh.
How rude.
Just
Ya me,
kidding.
ya me
I
voy.
love you.
Ya me voy.
I love you.
Anyways. Okay, your laundry always smelled like Suavitel.
Yes.
Mm,
Suavitel. You know what
I'm
I'm
like,
obsessed
my
with
noise.
now? With Fabuloso.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The purple one.
Smells
Yes.
so good.
Oh,
Not all
it
of-
has to be the
it has to
purple
be-
one.
It has to be the
That's
purple one.
what we use here.
Oh my god, dude, it smells. And I was at a point, I was super into Pine Sol,
Pinol, hey.
Pine Sol or whatever.
Pinot.
And I used to take it to
Pinol.
work in a little bag, in a little Ziploc bag, like a napkin full of it. And then I would clean my whole desk with it. And it would just smell like super.
Like
oh.
Pinol.
It was like a
So
little
good.
high that I would get.
Yeah.
And start sniffing.
You're all like,
That's a different problem right there.
And then Monchis got me the
Oh.
big fucking thing. So I'm like super. I love it. I just love the smell of it. I don't know. I think it's just.
smells good.
a Mexican little thing. I
It
have.
smells good, but not to carry in a bag and snort it. But
Oh, yeah, I know. I wouldn't snort it.
That's
You
not
imagine?
Mexican, by the way. I'm sorry, but they're gonna all think,
Mexican.
oh yeah, they all sniff pinol.
I'd be like, what was she sniffing? Pinol.
I
No,
know.
sí, pues es mexicana, ¿verdad? No, sí,
Sí.
claro.
No, sí.
También mi
No,
mamá
sí.
lo hace. Mi mamá hace también
Mi
eso.
mamá todos los días.
Se
Y lo
come
hizo
la
cuando estaba
pared.
embarazada de mí.
Se come la pared. Have you ever had? It's because there's people who like to eat chalk or like
I used to like to dirt.
it's a thing that
I
people
used to like her
have.
too.
There's people
Yeah.
who
I loved
order
her.
that. Yeah, it's weird. Anyways, your
Isn't
family.
isn't it that part of like clay or something? Isn't
Well,
that what they use?
Yeah, es lo
They-
que se
they-
comen.
Well, they say that you're like
Exacto.
missing some kind of like you're
A
Yeah.
vitamin or something, right?
Vitamin.
You're
something.
lacking something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so your
I'm gonna go eat
family's
dirt right now.
Like you're
party.
lacking a couple or two neurons or something.
If you're
Something's
sniffing.
off. Something
Mira,
is
mira,
off
mira.
here.
Something's not right.
Something's off.
Especially those that sniff pinol.
I'm gonna cut all this, by the way, okay? So you guys can talk all the shit you want. I'm still gonna cut it anyway.
That shit was hilarious.
So then let's just keep talking.
Just keep talking. De todos modos lo voy a quitar yo.
Pues let's give her work.
I va a hacer todos los 45 minutes of it. Are you guys doing?
All we get to see is, hi guys, welcome to Effin' Adulting.
And that is it.
Hello, thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining us today. It was a little short. Okay, so your family's parties always end up looking like a discoteca in your tia's backyard.
Yes.
Yeah, we do
Yep.
that now, huh?
Yeah,
And it
but you
is-
guys also fall asleep in the chairs when you were ready to go home and your parents are still partying and you all have to sleep in the chair. Like, fuck.
My mom says that she would take me when I was a baby to go party with her and her friends.
Oh, wow.
So I was already partying before you guys. I'm all
You
partied
just put a
out.
little thing of pinol next to you or what?
Estaba
a
ahí
little
yo
pinol.
con el pinol. All happy. Stupid. Me lo ponía. Oh, that's what I put on my thing.
That's why they now have those cabinet locks for the kids.
They
Because
do.
of her.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
of me.
Thanks, Lorena. I didn't even say anything. It was
On the
Carmen. It was Canela.
weekend, you would look forward to El Chavo del Ocho, El Chapulín Colorado, Sábado Gigante con tu abuelita. So that's what makes you Hispanic. The swap meet is your family's idea of a cultural excursion.
Yes, it was every
Love
Sunday
it.
Every Sunday at Fox Plaza.
Yeah.
at Fox Plaza.
You guys, obviously, if you guys are from San Antonio,
Yeah,
you
Fox
guys
Plaza.
don't know, but I don't know if we have one here in San
You probably
Antonio.
you do more than likely.
I forgot what it's called though. But I'll put it
They
down
call-
below if you guys
yeah.
want to know. But it's like a swap meet. It's just full of really cool stuff because you would always get like they would always buy you your like
little toy.
your toy or
And obviously your
Your little
sister always
pumper,
got the
remember?
same thing you wanted.
I would just get like the blue toy or like the blue
Yeah.
like the blue dress doll, and she would get the pink one, but it had to be the same one. And my aunt would be like, mira, te
Aw,
compré
that's
una y te compré una igual a ti, pero diferente color de, like the clothing would be different.
She knew that I hated it.
And we would
it.
dress the same,
Oh.
a different color though. It was so much fun. Let's do it again.
That's cute.
Let's
Cameron's
do
like,
it
"No."
again. Yay. From 7 to 11 p.m. te callas because it's novela time, okay?
Yes. But we used to watch them with her.
Yes, I was telling Crystal.
Yeah, they were good. I like
Remember
when-
we were talking about how when I started dating, my idea of dating was bringing the guy inside to watch novelas with my aunt. We'll be watching Esmeralda. Y quién sabe qué chingado. And it's like, and it's the guy was just sitting there like watching novelas with me.
Like,
And my aunt would just be sitting there watching novelas, and that was our date. And then we would just say goodnight, and that was it.
And you better not even
Aw.
disturb him during the novela because she'll be like,
En los comerciales. Oh my God, yes, that was our idea of dating back in the day. El show de Cristina is more important than Oprah.
oh yeah, I
So
remember that
was
lady.
Cristina, oh my God, yeah.
pa'lante que agarrar impulso, algo así.
What would she do?
Pa'lante, pa'lante.
What would she do with her hand? Like,
¿Cómo decía?
oh yeah.
A ver, vamos a ver.
Sorry, I'm dying.
Cristina.
Pa'lante, pa'lante.
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 Pa'lante, pa'lante. Sin coger impulso, algo así. She used to say
Decía.
something.
¿Cómo?
Or Walter Mercado, este güey.
Oh, Walter.
Oh, I
used to
saw.
watch-
I have him
Prim-
here.
We used to watch him in Primer Impacto when he would come out.
Y lo, cállate, cállate, que va a salir mi
Yeah.
Cállate, cállate.
Oh, yeah.
And my brothers would be playing and be like, cállate, cállense.
Cállense que va a salir nuestro signo. A ver cómo nos va a ir. Oh, decía, pa'lante, pa'lante, pa' atrás, ni pa' coger impulso. But she would do this all the time. It was so cute. Well, was she like Cuban or what?
Yes, I think so.
She was Cuban, no? Or Puerto Rican? No, she was Cuban. I think she was Cuban. But yeah, she was a badass.
Yo.
She was our Mexican
Mm.
Oprah.
She was our Mexican Oprah. I didn't even know about Oprah when
Yeah.
I was small. I
I
think
mean,
I,
Saturdays we would watch online on Fridays. It was TGI Fridays.
TGIF, remember? Que era, it was fucking Saved by
Family
the
Matters.
Bell. Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell was on Saturday morning.
Saturdays, yeah.
So Fridays it was Family Matters, Step by Step,
Oh, I love Step by Step.
and then Boys World, or what was that called? Boys World?
Yeah, I think it's Boys World.
Boy Meets World.
Or
I love
something.
that.
Like that.
Boy Meets World.
What?
Mm.
Boy Meets World, yeah.
Boy
with
Meets
Topanga.
World with Topanga.
With Topanga and
Yeah.
Topanga
Corey.
with her beautiful hair.
Corey, yeah.
I used to love Corey's
Or that guy, whoa.
best friend.
Blossom.
You remember Blossom? I was about to
Blossom.
say,
I love
Yeah.
Blossom.
we have a family picture that my mom took us to go take, and obviously Lorena knows what pictures I'm talking about.
I posted it.
Shut up.
I'm gonna put it here, by the way.
Uh-huh.
It's so funny.
It's-
We have the little blossom hat.
No
You
way.
Remember,
That's
that's
okay.
the one that you would tell me, Crystal. That's the one that you would tell me. If I ever get mad at you, I'm gonna blast you with this one. I'm gonna show it to everybody. And it was a
Lorena.
picture of me, my brothers, and Carmen. And we're all like that. And I looked all serious and
Lorena's like this. Lorena's like this.
all sad, like all mad.
All pissed.
I was just like, everybody's all
Just like,
smiling, and I'm like, I'm gonna get you for this one. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
get you for this one
Yeah, it was funny.
someday. Yeah.
Well, I got a comal. I mean, not a comal.
What you call me? What you call me? And again with the names, Carmen. Again with the names, I say.
No, a molcajete. Pues
Oh.
casi igual.
Oh,
Pues no, no es nada igual. And what about the molcajete?
No, pues Ray brought me a molcajete. He was super excited because he went to Juarez.
I have
And
one and I
then
never use it.
he tells me, babe,
No.
guess what? I have a surprise for you. And I'm like, oh my God, what did he bring me, right? Y luego me saca el molcajete. Toma, babe. And I was like, oh, babe, I always wanted one of these.
I actually did. I went to go get one, but I never actually used it. I think I used it once or twice, and that was it.
No, pues ya ves que los tienes que curar. So I still have to do that. So hopefully this weekend I'll do it.
Yeah, I never.
But I've
used
had it for
mine.
like months. But I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to like clean it really good and then make a good
Season
salsa.
it. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to do all that, and I have mine, but I never use it. I need to get another one. I was so excited that I won't use.
Because that one's for decoration. De cuando nos poníamos a cantar en la sala con la pinza with the curling iron to
El peine.
See, we used to get the curling iron and then or the brushes. And we would stand in the middle, like the table in the middle
we had
of the living room, and we would start singing like music from we used to sing songs from Alejandra Guzman and
I love her.
Gloria Trevi.
Y esta otra también, ¿cómo se llama? Paulina Rubio.
La Faye. Faye. Remember Faye?
Faye. Oh yeah. I remember that media naranja or something like
that.
Yeah. Complemento mi media naranja.
Te quiero, sí, es
un sueño.
And then my tía would be like, my aunt would be like, bájense de ahí.
But what I do remember is that when we would go, because we would go to Juarez to spend our summers over there and like sometimes our weekends, but for the most part, like the entire summer we would spend it over there. And well, my uncle and my aunt, like, they were like, what do I do with all these freaking kids? You know, how do I like entertain them? Yeah. So like they would, we didn't have a rope to play rope, so we would play with the hose.
No, y luego los agarraba ¿cómo se llama? Like, he would turn on the hose and then the water.
We would just walk and then he would just start, wetting all of us.
It was so much fun.
Everyone.
It was fun. Yeah.
I like going to Juarez.
It was fun, and then like Carmen would go, like we would go, Carmen, to go help out my uncle.
Yeah.
Well, I would go help him out. Carmen would actually go and help. My uncle would take us because my uncle had a puestecito he had a puesto like a little outside of the house, right? Where he would make burgers and he would sell burgers and burritos and taco and hot dogs and shit, right?
Nachos, burritos, hamburguesas.
Yeah.
Pásele.
So yeah, he would sell, right? So we had to, we would go with my uncle. He would take us so we can carry stuff, you know? And
so we could carry stuff.
So he would take us both, and Carmen would be like helping and everything, right? And she would take all like heavy shit, right? You would take like the cans and shit, and I would take the tostadas, like super like
fun.
The buns.
And we used to go en la ruta,
yeah,
con el camión. So because he didn't have a car, so we would go super early in the morning, like 5:30 in the morning. We would get the bus to go from where he lived to downtown Juarez to go to the mercado and go get all this stuff. And I remember that we would wake up super early. Sometimes Lorena wouldn't go because she didn't want to wake up. So we would go super early and we would just go and get all the stuff. So by the time it was like, I want to say like by 8 o'clock in the morning, we were already at home. Like everything was bought, like it was just in and out. Like we would go straight to we had to go, and we would get the bus like a block away. So it wasn't like a big walking distance, But we would get to downtown, and then we had to walk a couple of blocks to get the bus again to go back home. And Lorena would get off the bus from where it dropped us off to go home a block away. And she would be like, oh, I'm so tired already. And we would just look at her like, really?
I was tired. I was like, and my uncle would be like, ay, Lorena. Por eso no me gusta traerte.
Oh yeah, another story that my mom that I think is hilarious. That my mom, like, she tried her best to always like do something for us for like whenever we lost a tooth or whatever, you know, she would put like a quarter or like 50 cents, and she had $1. If you got $1, dude, it was like freaking amazing, right? So at the time we used to, my mom would get food stamps. Food stamps used to come in a book of actual like,
oh yeah, I remember those.
It looked like dollars, right? So
all brown, purple, they had different colors.
Yeah, different colors, and it was $1, $5, 10, 50, whatever, right? So one time Lorena lost a tooth and my mom didn't have any cash.
No, I told her. That
Yeah,
Albert and me, we both lost a tooth the same night or the same day. And at night, well, in the morning, I woke up to an estampilla, and then Junior had $1. He had $1, and I went and I asked my aunt. I said, "Do mice get food stamps?" Tía, también a los ratones le dan estampillas. Sí, hija, también a ellos también le dan.
So cute.
Y yo, okay. And then I just left. Oh, like stupid.
You're all excited with your little money.
At the time, do you remember?
Yeah.
The little the what is it, like the cars with that sell
Ice cream trucks.
Ice cream trucks.
Yeah.
The ice cream trucks. They would take them.
That's why I was all happy, because I would be able to go get
So
them.
like,
For real?
yeah,
I didn't know that they would.
yeah,
They would.
they would take them.
Back
That's
in the
crazy.
day.
I never knew that. I had a lot of food stamps. We had a lot of food stamps.
Yeah, it was funny.
I remember waiting in the line when it was like food stamp day, and there was a long ass line, and you had to wait to get your little books.
Yeah.
Like to get the food stamps. I remember.
Imagine what the mice had to go through.
I know.
There's so many of them. Imagine all the
True.
lines that they. Imagínate las líneas y con
Gotta
sus hijos y todo.
And then
They
they have little steps.
Oh,
Ay,
pues nunca llegan. Se
I
mueren de
know.
hambre los pobres.
so cute. Remember, I was telling you right now that when we were little, we used to be eating at the table, and me and my brother and my sister would start laughing about stupid shit, like just random shit, right? With kids. And my mom would always get mad at us and be like, ya cállense porque se les va a ir el angelito de la guardia. Your mom never told you that?
I never heard
My
that.
mom would always say that. And then I'd be like, what? I would imagine that it would leave. And I
¿Eres
would
el que se
start
come mi
cooking
comida?
something. I don't know.
Mi angelito de la guardia.
Y lo yo ya lo corrí.
Ya dije que se fuera mejor.
Ya se fue.
Ese güey me cae mal de todos
Ya lo
modos.
mandé a la fregada.
Ese güey me cae mal de todos modos.
Ese güey me
Ahora
cae
no sé.
mal.
Your parents ever
Ese
scare you
güey
with,
siempre
like,
se quiere siempre se quiere
Oye.
comer mi comida, ese güey.
Ese güey es bien chismoso.
Se está riendo también con nosotros.
Ay, ay, él es el que empezó. Ay, ay.
Él es el que anda aquí.
Se queda aquí.
Él es el que está chingue chingue.
¿Verdad?
No, no te creas.
I have a funny story. How when we went to the first time, because I had never been to the movies, and the first time my uncle was the one that took me to the movies, and it took all of us to the movies, and that was my first time. And obviously,
I don't remember.
Hispanic. I remember like I had never gone to the movies, and I went, like it was the summer, you know, when we were over there. Y nos llevó a todos. And you know, movies are fucking expensive, you know, and us being Mexican, we took traía su pinche like what
Mochila.
is it? A mochila full of sandwiches y de todo. Echó
Yeah.
sandwiches
I still
y
do that.
echó, yes. So I estábamos ahí comiendo nuestros sandwiches, watching a movie, or like when we would go to like El
Aw.
Cometa.
El cometa.
When we go to El Cometa over there in
Yeah.
Juarez, my uncle would take
The drinks.
he
It
would
was a
take
bucket.
a bucket
A
full
bucket.
of sodas
with
with
sodas.
drinks. And then
Because they were expensive.
they were. We would go eat there.
Yeah.
Ordenábamos la comida, and then we would just be like drinking our soda that we would bring.
Yeah.
We
Hey
would.
I
man,
still do that shit here.
you gotta improvise.
Hey, but they did
On my
what they
hair,
could.
Hey, but that's how we would go. And I remember I didn't
Oh.
know how to swim, and I still don't know how to swim. But I didn't know how to swim. No, like I'm telling you, I'm very like I don't know. I think I know how to swim, but I'm scared that I'll drown, so I don't try.
Yeah, I
it.
remember I used to.
I
Well, we
won't
used to
try
go
it.
swimming.
Like, I
What did
don't
I
like any type of water, like you know,
Why?
big body of waters or whatever. No, I don't like any of that. So we would go. My uncle loved swimming, so we would always go during the
He was a
summer.
good swimmer.
He was a good swimmer.
He was very athletic.
Yeah, he was a really good soccer player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was teaching me how to swim. I remember he was teaching me how to swim, right? And he's wearing shorts. And I remember I was like, me estoy ahogando. And I grabbed his shorts and I pulled them down. Mija. After that, he didn't teach me how to swim anymore.
Ew. He's like, fuck that.
Fuck that, que se ahogue la güey.
All naked
No,
and shit.
but yeah, like, he's pulling up his fucking shorts. That was funny.
I remember that. I remember he took us swimming. He would take us swimming.
Es que allá en Juarez there was some badass pools, you know?
Yeah.
Some badass areas where they would have pools, and
He took
I
us.
loved the water, but I didn't know how to swim.
I remember we used to
Aw.
stand and we would go like this. Like we were swimming, but we were walking under the water. We would just go like
Walking,
this.
yeah.
I still do that. Oh
I
yeah,
still do that.
babe, I did like 50 laps.
You're
How
all-
like this?
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired. My arms are
My-
tired.
My feet hurt.
Why? Why do your feet hurt? Was I walking? In mis arms, ¿me duele?
hello.
Hello,
All
how
the
do you do
laps I
it?
did.
How do
It
you
was
do
all the
it?
laps I did.
Because all the laps I did. I started to run.
It was
No,
running.
So that was hilarious, those stories.
I used to also go to Juarez, but it was in the weekends. And I think it was my grandma's mom back then, like my great grandma. So we will go over there. They also had a little store. Like they owned like some apartments, and it was like a house and then a bunch of little apartments. And I remember we used to go to Juarez in the weekends, and we would always go into that little store, all of us, and be like, hola, nos pueden fiar dulces, ahorita les paga mi papá y mi mamá. And we would get a shitload of candies, and like, fuck. And I remember at the end, we would tell my mom and my dad, you owe money at the store, you know what I mean?
Oh, by the way, before we leave, we need to go pay up.
Or we leave, or they would end up telling them, like, oh, sus hijos vinieron a agarrar, or whatever, and like, fuck, you know, we would get in trouble, but they would pay. I love the burritos, though, the chicharrón prensado. Oh my God, dude. I would eat like 2 at a time, and they were big fucking burritos. I loved them. So good.
Remember, my uncle opened a little arcade
I remember that, yeah.
when he had an arcade thing, like a place where he had
Era
arcades.
como we were
Y tenía
he was living
raspas.
here, and it was like on this street, no?
It was
Wasn't
on the next street.
The following street, yeah.
Yeah, it was like it was in the same block, but you had to turn, and then it was in the corner of the other street.
I remember that, yeah. Que estaba por donde están los luchadores, ¿no? There were some, yeah, there was a, like, where they would fight, unos luchadores. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
In the NFC, like, there were well, anyways, hello?
No, pero pues tenía las raspas que tenía que le echábamos, eran las raspas con limón y luego le echabas picolín o algo así.
Yeah.
Y luego los hacíamos y lo que nos decía, ahí las dejo encargadas or whatever. And then we would make raspas for ourselves.
I don't remember that well, but I remember that he had it, but I remember that. But it sounds very something we would do.
Something that we would definitely
I remember
do.
it. Dude, I remember right now, like, in the back of the house, there was, like, I guess where you would flush, like, the bathroom, or I don't know if they showered, but there was, like, a little water that would go to the back of a big canal thing that was in the back. And I remember when I was little, dude, I would go around and I would pick up rocks and I would make, like, a little bridge, and I would be playing out there, like, covering the water, like, so it wouldn't, like, go over. And I would always get in trouble for doing that. They'd be like, no debes estar ahí, no, después donde se va el agua. And I'm like, oh, like, I would start crying, but every fucking weekend, dude, I will go and do the same shit.
And you're like, but the rocks melt.
Ay, cochina. These rocks they'll melt eventually.
They melt. Look, it's like mud.
Cochina, Carmen. Nah, there were rocks that were in the bag. But...
Yeah, right. And she used to like to eat dirt too.
Oh,
pebbles.
There you go. Silent, the truth comes out.
They would be like, spit it out. It was this big, and it came out that big.
A little corn and shit.
That's disgusting.
Un elotito. Mira, un elote en la piedra.
Mira, un elote en la piedra.
Era un cacahuate.
Oh, you guys are gross.
That's gross. It's nasty. But yeah, I don't know. I had fun in Juarez too. It was fucking badass going over there.
It was. It was really cool.
Pinol.
Pinol.
No,
Tomatiza, limpia y desinfecta. You don't remember that? Aromatiza, limpia y desinfecta.
No, I don't know why you would remember that.
Time to be alive, start a podcast, become a DJ, try and fill the void inside. I'd be lying if I didn't say that sounds nice. Wake up, check your phone, but the battery's died.